Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Perfect. All right.
I got sent over here.
For those of you on Zoom, if you keep your microphone muted until I call you, I'm going to call the folks that are in the courtroom first, and then you guys. There's only 4 of you in total. Thank you. Oh, you're good. Okay, thank you. This is really complicated going through this process here. Okay, Eric Olivas, if you want to come up to station 1, please. Hello, you can stand there, and looks like you've already met with the prosecutor. You are charged with careless driving resulting in injury and no insurance. Did you have a chance to watch over the video explaining your rights? Did you? Yes. Did you have any questions about the rights that you have in court? Okay. And the prosecutor has offered you, if you plead guilty to a 3-point improper lane usage, he's offered to dismiss the no proof of insurance and the careless driving. And you would have to complete a level 1 driving class. Is that your understanding? So it would go from 8 points to 3 points. And you understand if you enter into this plea agreement, you're giving up your rights to trial and your appellate rights, all the rights that you heard in the video? Is that how you wish to proceed today? Has anyone forced you to enter into this plea agreement? Are you under the influence of any substances that would affect your judgment today? To the amended charge of 3-point improper lane usage that occurred on Highway 2 and Quebec Parkway on 9/24/21 at 1:09 p.m. How do you plead? Your guilty plea is accepted, and I'll dismiss the 2 original charges. And now I just need to pull up the accident report. Is there anything you want to tell me about what happened? You got injured so badly that it knocked you out? Did you ask the prosecutor about that? Okay, because I wouldn't have access to that, but you could request discovery, which would be a copy of your entire case. If you want to do that before entering into this plea agreement, you can do that, or you can do that after the fact if you want to see it. Yeah, and you can ask the clerks how to access that. Let me read what they say in this report. Was anybody else injured, or was it just you? Did you have ongoing issues from the accident? Did they determine that you had a medical condition that led to this? No. Nothing? Okay. It says you ran a red light. Okay. And you understand that you don't have to accept this offer and you have a right to go to trial on the case, right? Okay. I understand. I just want to make sure that you understand your rights since you're saying you don't remember what happened. Okay, now I need to pull your driver's history. We have this new system, and I have to go through multiple screens to get to where I need to go, and that's why it's taken me a minute. So you had a ticket on 6/9/20. This was 10/28/21. You have 3 tickets in the past 2 years on your record. Does that sound right? Okay, the fine that I'm going to impose is $500. I'm going to suspend $250 on condition that you complete that level 1 driving class. And you get the information on that class from the clerks at the window. If you need to ask about a payment plan to pay that, you can ask them about that too. And there'll be court costs associated. They'll let you know how much those are. Do you have any questions? Okay. Go ahead and go to the clerk's window and they'll take care of you. Thank you. Here. Okay, Alex Perez? Alexis Perez, I apologize. If you could come to the middle podium, please. Good morning. Did you have an opportunity to watch the video advising you of your rights? Do you have any question about the rights that you have in this court or the charge that you're facing, which is following too closely? It looks like you met with the prosecutor and he has offered to reduce this down to a 2-point defective vehicle if you plead guilty. Is that your understanding? Is that how you wish to proceed with your case today? Has anyone forced you to enter into this plea agreement? Are you under the influence of any substances today that would affect your judgment? And you understand that by pleading guilty to the 2-point violation, you give up your rights to trial and all the rights associated with trial and appealing your case? To the amended charge of 2-point defective vehicle that happened at, I lost the citation. Hang on. $7,900 Highway 2 on September 23rd, 2021. How do you plead, ma'am? Could you say that again? Okay, your guilty plea is accepted, and I'll dismiss the original charge. Is there anything you want to tell me about what happened? Okay. And you've never had a ticket before, is that right? Good. Nobody was injured. Oh, really minor damage, huh? Okay, well, based upon that, your fine is going to be $120, and it's supposed to be $200, but because your record is so good and it was such minor injury or minor damage, no injury, I'm going to reduce the fine. So it'll be $120 plus court costs, and you will see the clerks at the window, and they will let you know how to pay that if you can't pay it today. Okay, thank you. I don't know what I did here, but it's not letting me. It says navigation denied. Why? What do I need to do? I just was searched. I put in a case number and it went away.
Oh, that's all. So try to refresh it.
Okay.
So okay, you're gonna have to exit out.
And just start over.
Click on the Chrome, the Google Chrome, the one above it.
Oh. I'm so bad at technology. Well, that's not right. We'll see if this works. Have you seen that before? When what? Oh yeah, I had too many boxes open, I think, too. Okay, Nathan Mitchell via Zoom.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Did you have an opportunity to listen to the video advising you of the rights that you have in this court?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about your rights or the charge that you're facing, which is a 6-point speeding charge?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and it looks like you met with the prosecutor, and he has offered to reduce that down to a 3-point improper lane usage. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that how you wish to proceed today?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you to enter into this plea agreement?
No.
Are you under the influence of any substances that would affect your judgment?
No.
And you understand that by entering into this offer, you're giving up all of your rights that you heard about on that video, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
To the amended charge of 3-point improper lane usage that occurred at 7600 State Highway 2 on 9/21/21, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Your guilty plea is accepted, and I will go ahead and dismiss the original charge. And now I need to take a peek at your driver's history. Is there anything you want to tell me about what happened that day?
Yes, just that day I was really out of it. I was just informed of a death in my family, so I wasn't really in the right mental space and didn't realize I was speeding. Yeah,
Sorry about that.
thank you.
Okay, how's your record? You want to tell me before I look?
I believe my last ticket was in 2019, so it's been a few years.
Yeah, you know, as of the date of this, because this was in September, your last ticket was 7/23/19, so your record would be clear as of the date of this ticket, so that's good. So your fine, the fine on this is your fine on the original charge, so it's $120 plus court costs. And you, did they get an email to pay? Yes. Okay. Okay, and you will receive an email from the court clerk within the next day to show you how to pay your fine or ask for a payment plan.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, you're free to go. You can log off.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. And Mr. Kelly Haggerty, I assume that's you. I think you're muted, sir.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Did you have a chance to read over listen to your rights on the video? that you
I
have in
did.
this court? Do you have
I think everything froze. I'm not sure if you can still hear me, but I can't hear you and the video is frozen. I can't hear you. I can see you again. Nope, now it froze. Okay, now you're moving again, but I still can't hear anything.
Muted. Can you hear me now?
Yep, now I can hear you.
All right, we're having technical difficulties, so I'm glad you stayed on. So you are charged with following too closely with an accident. The prosecutor has offered to cut that down to a 2-point defective vehicle. Is that how you want to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you to enter into this plea agreement?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of any substances that would affect your judgment today?
No, ma'am.
And you understand that by entering this plea agreement, you're giving up your rights to trial and all the rights associated?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, to the amended charge that occurred on, I can't see the ticket because you're on the screen and I don't know how to move it. Do you know how to move it to this other screen? Oh, I'm so bad at technology. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to start that over. So to the amended charge of 2-point defective vehicle occurring on 9/20/21 at East 56th Avenue and Highway 85, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Your guilty plea is accepted, and I'll dismiss the original charge. Is there anything you want to tell me about what happened?
Yeah, so I had just moved out here like a week before the accident. It was my first day after work from my new job and just didn't really know my surroundings. We were sitting at a yield. He started to go. He had a full lane, and then I turned to look to make sure no cars were coming. I started to go, and I didn't realize, but he had stopped like 5 feet from where he had started going.
Oh, nobody was hurt though, right? Just a little bit of...
No, as far as I know, he said there was no, he said he wasn't hurt, and I was not hurt.
It says no injury, just damage to your car.
Correct.
Yeah, that's not a good start to a move.
No, it was not at all. It was not what I was hoping for. But I was just happy nobody got hurt.
Yeah, that's a good point. What's your record like in Wisconsin?
I have one speeding ticket from early 2020. I think it was in February.
Thanks for your honesty, because we don't have your record since it's Wisconsin. Are you, you need to get a license in Colorado. Have you started that process?
Yes, I'm just trying to get into the DMV. I'm going to set up an appointment so I can just go and have an appointment set. So I don't have to wait or try to navigate through all the people.
Yeah. Legally, you're supposed to do that within 30 days. So
okay, I will get on it.
So get that done. So the fine on this will be $200 plus court costs, and you'll get an email from the clerk to pay that or ask for a payment plan.
Okay, thank
Do you
you.
have any questions?
I do not.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Is he on Zoom? Or she? Shanti Ledig, you could unmute, please. You're still muted, ma'am. There you go.
Can you hear me now, Your Honor?
I can.
Okay.
So I was just trying to figure out what was going on with your case, and you pled guilty quite some time ago to theft. Trespass was dismissed. At that time, you had counsel. Do you remember that? You had an attorney?
Yes.
The city had recommended 120 days with 90 suspended for you to serve 30 through in-home detention. Do you recall that as well?
I kind of. Yeah,
And
it was.
You had a sentencing review date. I assume that was to get hooked up with in-home detention.
No, I had sentencing. I had a bigger case out of Adams. So they were kind of waiting on that for me to get sentenced in Adams to see what they were going to do to kind of go off of that, I guess.
Okay,
Is
and so
how I understood it.
that was on 6/24/20, and you missed that court date, so you currently have a warrant. So do
Right.
you want to tell me what's been going on the last year and what happened with that Adams case?
Yeah, just basically I was in Pueblo. I lived in Pueblo, and I remember contacting my lawyer, and because I called back then in June of last year, and told my attorney that I was living in Pueblo and I didn't have a way to get to court. So at that time, that's when he told me that there was a warrant issued, a PR bond. He said he didn't give me another court date. He told me that when I got a chance to come up here to take care of it. So I was living, like I said, down in Pueblo, staying with my mom, and no means of a vehicle to get up here to court. And then shortly after that, I got sentenced in Adams on my larger felony cases, and I was sentenced to probation, 3 years probation.
You're still on probation?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still on probation right now. And so after that happened, shortly afterwards, I remember receiving a letter stating that my attorney passed away.
He did.
Yes.
Sadly.
And I also went to treatment the beginning of this year at Aspen Ridge for 9 months.
Is that inpatient?
Yes. Inpatient program. And I just was released at the beginning of this month. So now that I'm out, I'm trying to take care of all of, like these outstanding warrants that I have. I have this one here, and then I have another one in Gilpin that I'm taking care of.
Are you employed?
Am I employed?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm self-employed. That's what I've been working on, is getting new accounts for my business.
What do you do?
I have a cleaning business.
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to build that back up again. Now I could focus on that now that I'm out. I mean, I've just been in treatment. So now that
that's a long time. That's excellent that you were able to get into that program.
Yeah.
So you have two options today. So you missed a sentencing hearing. You have a warrant. We can set this over for sentencing and vacate your warrant and allow you to get another court-appointed attorney for the sentencing, or if you want to waive your right to counsel, we can proceed with sentencing today.
I think I'd like to receive or get an attorney account.
And you will have to fill out another application for court-appointed counsel. So if you make too much money, nope. Oh, well, I guess we're going to deal with that today. Sorry, I don't fill in here very often, so every court has different procedures. Do you know what your approximate monthly income is?
Yeah, right now I only make $100.
A month?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only have one account right now, so.
And is it just you in your household, or is it more than that?
It's just me right now. Yeah, I'm staying with a friend.
Okay. No children?
I do have children. I have 2 boys, but they're with my mom.
Okay.
Right now until I get little more settled, so that way they could be with me.
Okay. Do you have to pay rent?
No, not right now. My friend's helping me out, just letting me stay here, and
Okay.
so I don't have any financial.
So I filled this out for her. Okay. And you have, is your friend paying for your food and everything?
I got food stamps.
You got food stamps? Okay, you got some
Yeah.
government assistance?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What's your address?
5228 South Fox Street,
Is that
and
Pueblo?
that's number 112,
Where are you living now? What?
Littleton,
Littleton? Okay.
80120.
And what's your phone number?
Excuse me. 720-451-8098.
Your date of birth?
4579.
And you're single,
I'm married, actually.
but you don't live with your husband?
No, we're separated.
Oh, I'll put that as separated then.
Okay.
Okay. Name of individual contributing to your support, if any. Your employer, you're self-employed, cleaning, and you make about $100 before taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any cash in a bank?
No,
Do you have a car?
not right now.
Are you getting disability or unemployment?
No.
And your food stamps are how much a month?
200.
And you're not paying any of the expenses at your current house?
No,
Do you get child support? Probably not, 'cause your kids aren't there.
no.
Okay. So you will qualify for living with friend. I just have to make a note here why you don't have any expenses. Living with friend who is helping her get on feet. So you will qualify for a court-appointed counsel. Do you have a means to get to court in person?
Yeah, I could get a ride.
Okay,
Or-
so I'm going to have you appear. You'll get an attorney assigned to you. We will be reaching out to you. The court clerks will be reaching out to you, or the attorney actually will reach out to you once they're assigned. And then I'm going to ask that you appear in person for your sentencing. I would suggest that if you have any proof of that treatment and what you've been doing, that you bring it, because the offer that was made to you was in-home detention, but you've obviously made a lot of progress in your life. So the judge that's filling in that day will consider what you've been doing. Okay.
Okay.
And so you'll get an email with all the information you need. And do you have any other questions for me?
No, just wait to hear from my lawyer, you said, right?
Yes. And you'll get your court date. I imagine they'll clear that with the lawyer first, but you'll get your court date, your lawyer's information, and we'll go from there, okay? And you do need to appear in person.
Right.
Okay.
In person. And I'm going to get that court date today?
Will they email it? You'll email it today? By tomorrow at the latest. You'll receive an email. If you don't hear from the clerks by then, I'd recommend that you give the court clerks a call. And I will vacate your warrant.
Okay, I appreciate that.
And waive any fees.
Thank you.
You don't have the means to pay them. Okay.
I appreciate that.
All right. You're free to go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.